was hungry in your driveway, but your spotlight searched the sky. You were building bigger barns while I was learning how to die. Your worship sounded beautiful, the band was in the key, but I wonder if the homeless man heard anything but me. I was thirsty at your water station, but your stage had better lights. You were singing "Come to the Water" while I watched my children's nights. Without a drop of kindness, without a cup of cold, cold water. And I wonder if the widow in the back felt any hotter. Your theology was beautiful, your doctrine was so sound. The love that doesn't walk outside is just a louder sound. Whatever you did to the least of these, you did it to me. You did it to me. Whatever you didn't do to the hungry and the cold, you didn't do to me. So I'm told, the least of these, the ones you passed, are standing in the judgment class, and they're asking, where were you when I was down? Whatever you did to the least, you did to the crown. I was naked in the winter of your theological frost. You were debating predestination while my belonging got lost. Your sermon had 3 points and a poem for an hour, but the widow in the back pew just needed someone with power to pull her from the loneliness, to sit with her and cry, to tell her that her husband's death wasn't just a reason why she should tithe more, smile more, sing more, be more. She just needed someone to walk through the same door. Your worship was so passionate, your hands were in the air, but did you notice the man beside you who smelled of hopeless despair? Whatever you did to the least of these, you did it to me. You did it to me. Whatever you didn't do to the hungry and the cold, you didn't do to me. Or so I'm told. The least of these, the ones you passed, are standing in the judgment class, and they're asking, where were you when I was down? Whatever you did to the least, you did to the crown. Music drops to almost silence. He didn't say nice sermon. He said I was hungry and you fed me. He didn't say nice building. He said I was homeless and you let me in. He didn't say nice worship set. He said I was naked and you clothed me. So maybe, just maybe, the worship he's looking for is a pair of hands with dirt under the nails. Music swells gently. Oh, whatever you do to the least of these, you do it to me. You do it to me. Not with a sermon, not with a song, just with a love that proves you belong to a kingdom where the first are last, and the hungry eat at the table at last. I was hungry, did you see me? I was thirsty, did you hear me? I was the least But in the kingdom, the least are the most. Finger-picking fades, finger-picking fades.
Of Egypt, I've salted the Red Sea sand, the garlic pots of slavery no longer taste so grand. My shoes walk 40 years in circles, but now they found the line. The promised land is messy, but the wilderness is mine. Every time I look behind me, I saw the chains I used to wear, but the chain is just a necklace now, a trophy I can bear. Where you going? Forward. What you leaving? Egypt. Who you following? The king. Can you hear the angels sing? No turning back. Hey. No turning back. I put my hand upon the plow. Oh. No turning back. No turning back. No turning back. The past is burning like a shack. No turning back. Forward, forward, forward. Never backward. Forward. No turning back. Forward. No turning back. The giants in my Jordan River look like 10 feet tall, but my sling has 5 smooth stones, and I've already seen them fall. Not by might, not by power, just a whisper and a shout. Every wall that's built against me is already crumbling out. I don't need to see the whole staircase, just the very next step. My God has never failed me yet, and my God has never will. Without a purpose, without a plan, without a victory inside. So I'm walking like a lion with my head held high in pride. What you leaving? Shame. What you taking? His Tell me who holds the ocean in a teacup of command, who numbers every teardrop and every grain of sand, who walks into the graveyard and calls the dead by name, and turns a cross of torture into an eternal flame. Tell me who rides on thunder, who walks on top of waves, who pulls the lost from shipwrecks and pulls them from their graves. Tell me who never lost a battle, never lost a war. Tell me who opened heaven and said, child, there's room for more. The scholars can't explain him, the philosophers can't contain him, the politicians can't vote him out, and the grave couldn't hold him down. That's my king, that's my king, that's my king, that's my king. Scepters blow and angels sing. That's my king, that's my king, that's my king, that's my king. Every knee will bow to him. That's my king. Tell me who dines with tax collectors, who touches leprous skin, who lets a bleeding woman interrupt him just to win, who says when every disciple runs, who weeps at his friend's grave, then shouts the grave to open and pulls the dead man's cave. Tell me who washed dirty feet and who touched a traitor's face, who turned a Roman execution into a wedding place. Tell me who rose on a Sunday and said, I'm alive for good. And tell me who's still saving people like they said he would. The grave is not a question, the stone is not a barrier, death is not a period, it's just a comma in his story. That's my king, that's my king, that's my king, that's my king. Scepters blow and angels sing. That's my king, that's my king, that's my king, that's my king. Every knee will bow to him. That's my king. Yeah. I don't serve a king who lives in a castle. I serve a king who lives in the rubble. I don't serve a king who wears a golden crown. I serve a king who wore a crown of thorns for me. Music explodes. That's my king, that's my king, that's my king, that's my king. Every chain is broken now. That's my king, that's my king, that's my king, that's my king. Tell me who do you say he is? That's my king. Woo. Woo. That's my king, 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 that's my king. Final power. God. It's 3 a.m. again. Floorboards creak like guilty memories. The whiskey bottle doubles as my only rosary. I confess to the ceiling fan, it spins but doesn't judge. Every saint was once a sinner who refused to hold a grudge. I've got ghosts in my guitar and demons in my diaphragm. I'm trying to pray but every word tastes like a telegram from a God who maybe blocked my number years ago. But the ceiling fan just keeps on spinning, doesn't say yes or no. I'm not looking for absolution, I'm not looking for a solution, I'm just looking for a witness to this beautiful brokenness. This midnight confession, no priest, no pew, just
just me and the truth that's been chasing me too. I spill my guts on the kitchen floor, and the shadows slip out through the crack in the door. No holy water, no stained glass light, just a broken man and a longer night. But something in the silence says keep going. Something in the dark says you're glowing. The stained glass window's broken, but the moonlight filters through and paints a kind of gospel I never knew was true. Maybe holiness is splinters, maybe glory's in the cracks, maybe heaven's just a heartbeat away from a heart attack. I used to think the saints were perfect, never doubted, never fell. Now I think the only saints are ones who've been through hell and came out the other side, still holding someone's hand, and learned to build cathedrals from the rubble of the land. I'm not looking for a revival, I'm not looking for a survival guide. I'm just looking for a moment where the mess can slip aside. This midnight confessional, no priest, no pew, just me and the truth that's been chasing me too. I spill my guts on the kitchen floor, and the shadows slip out through the crack in the door. No holy water, no stained glass light, just a broken man and a longer night. Something in the silence says keep going. Something in the dark says you're glowing. Just bass and voice. My therapist says I should journal. My mother says I should pray. My father says, son, just man up. But the midnight knows another way. Music builds. Maybe grace is just a ceiling fan, spinning in a broken room. Maybe God is just the silence that holds you in the This midnight confessional, no priest, no pew, just the truth. I spill my guts on the kitchen floor, and the shadows slip out through the crack in the door. No holy water, no stained glass light, just a broken man and a longer night. 3 a.m. and the floorboards creak, but I'm not afraid anymore, because the ceiling fan is still spinning, and so am I. Fade to silence. Whispered. I built a mausoleum for every dream that died. I built a mausoleum for every dream that died. Marble walls of cynicism, 6 feet deep in pride. I embalmed my own resurrection with formaldehyde fear, till a voice rolled the stone away and whispered, come here. I was ready for the silence, ready for the dark, but you brought a heartbeat into my rest here. No grave could hold me, but you did. No stone could roll away what you had. In the palm of your hand, in the space of your chest, my failure found a pillow, my fears found their rest. No grave could hold me, but you did. The tomb couldn't keep me, but your love did. The linens of my failure were folded on the floor. I expected condemnation, but you just said no more. I was ready for the earthquake, for the thunder and the flame, but you met me in the silence and spoke my broken name. Not with a shout, not with a sermon, just a whisper that said I'm certain. I expected holy lightning, I expected burning coal, but you just kissed my forehead and said, welcome home, welcome home. No grave could hold me, but you did. No stone could roll away what you had. In the palm of your hand, in the space of your chest, my failure found a pillow, my fears found their rest. No grave could hold me, but you did. The tomb couldn't keep me, but your love did. Full band crashes in. There is no pit so deep that your love is not deeper. There is no lie I believe that your truth is not greater. I walked out of my grave clothes, and I left my shame inside, because the only thing that holds me now is love that never hides. No grave could hold me, but you did. No stone could roll away what you had. In the palm of your hand, in the space of your chest, my failure found a home, my fears found their rest. No grave could hold me, no tomb could contain me, but your love, it held me and it remains me. I built a mausoleum, now I'm building a home in the heart of the one who wouldn't leave me alone. They crowned me king of nothing in a cardboard castle town. My scepter was a broken bottle, my subjects wore a frown. But someone wrote my name in blood across a wooden beam, and turned my prison into pulpit, nightmare into dream. I wore my failures like a robe, my shame became a cape. Every lie I ever told myself took a different shape. Then a homeless king with pierced hands walked into my cell. He didn't say be better, he just said I know this hell. This throne of scars is now
and traded my judgment for mercy. I wasn't chasing this throne of scars. This broken place became the first seed of amazing grace. The scars on my knuckles spelled out every sin, but the throne I thought I died for was a lie I lived within. I polished my plastic crown till my fingers bled, but every mirror showed a fool that the mirror also fed. I built a kingdom out of spite, a castle out of fear, but every brick was just a wall to keep the real king here. Then a homeless king with pierced hands whispered, "Take my place." And I traded all my rubble for a crown of endless grace. This throne of scars is now a table of grace, where the worst of me finds the best of his face. I traded my crown for a towel and a basin, traded my judgment for mercy. I wasn't chasing this throne of scars. This broken place became the first seed of amazing grace. You don't fix the broken, you sit with them in the rubble. You don't judge the fallen, you help them through the trouble. Music swirls, you took my throne of scars and sat down next to me. Said, "This is where the kingdom starts. This is where the captives are free." This throne of scars, this table of grace, the worst of me meets the best of his face. I traded my crown for a towel, and I've never been more. Last piano note hangs, then silence. Then silence.
Distant radio static, then a countdown. 3, 2, 1, ignition. Said the chains were permanent, forged a neon light, but I found a crack in the ceiling of every endless night. My bones were built for orbit, not crawling on the ground. Every fall was just a launch sequence, waiting to be found. I strapped my fears to rocket boosters, lit the fuse with doubt, let every "you can do it" become thrust and left me out. The atmosphere is breaking, my past is suffocating. I'm leaving on a pillar of flame, and I won't be the same. Gravity breaker, earth shaker, death taker, I was born to rise. disappear. Now I'm dancing where the atmosphere ends and heaven's near. My oxygen is hallelujah, my fuel is the scar. Every wound became a window, every no became a star. The atmosphere is breaking, my past is suffocating. I'm leaving on a pillar of flame, and I won't be the same. Gravity breaker, earth shaker, death taker. I was born to rise, not surrender. Gravity breaker, ground quaker, heart maker. Watch me fly through the celestial splendor. No ceiling, no floor, no chain, no door can hold me down anymore. I'm a gravity breaker. Music drops to near silence. What if falling was just flying downward? What if crashing was just landing forward? What if every no I ever heard was just a slingshot for a different word? Beat drops back in. Music slowly dissolves into radio static. Mission control. This is Gravity Breaker. I'm in the black and I've never felt more alive. No signal from Earth, but I'm not alone. Static, then silence, then one final heartbeat. Softly, almost a whisper, I melt in the ashes of my own disguise. But I heard a drum in the distance, rising. Every promise shattered like glass on the floor, but someone was knocking on a closed door. I counted the thunder and cursed at the sky. But grace had a battle hymn for guys like I. My knuckles were bloody from punching the dark. My lungs were exhausted from breathing the stark reality that maybe I was too far gone. Then a voice whispered, child, you're where you belong. And the broken become the battalion, the wounded become the war. The ones who lost every battle are the ones who never fall. Hallelujah, I'm still standing. The grave couldn't hold me, the night couldn't land on me. Hallelujah, no more landing. This is the battle hymn of the broken. Can't you see? We rise from the rubble and the rust. We rise from the ashes into trust. They told me, stay down, you're defeated. They told me, your story's completed. But the author wasn't finished writing. The victor wasn't done with fighting. Drums explode back in. Hallelujah, I'm still standing. The grave couldn't hold me, the night couldn't land on me. Never land. Hallelujah, no more landing, no more. This is the battle hymn of the broken. Can't you say? We rise from the rubble and the rust. We rise from the ashes into trust. I knelt in the ashes, but I'm not kneeling anymore. I'm standing, I'm standing, I'm standing. Lipstick stains and tired eyes, broken angels in disguise, empty bottles on the floor, still coming back for more. Neon shadows in the rain, trying hard to numb the pain. Every heartbeat feels too loud, lost somewhere inside the crowd. Black and white across the screen,
We are the resistance, standing in the distance, fighting through the fear tonight. We will bring the dark to light. They try to silence every sound, built their walls around this town, turned our dreams into a crime, stole our future one more time. Every screen controlled our eyes, feeding us another lie. But the fire inside our veins could never be erased. Could never be erased. Now the people fill the streets, marching heavy to the beat. Broken voices shouting loud, like a thunder through the crowd. Every banner raised up high, like a signal in the sky. Tonight the fear begins to fade as the revolution wakes. We are the resistance, standing in the distance, fighting through the fear tonight. We will bring the dark to floating silence fills the sky, watching planets slowly die. Cold satellites drift alone,